What time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, what time is it? Your show. Yeah, he's back from the dead. Your show. Putting it on the map, yeah. Saskatoon. Right next to New York. New York. Yeah, what show, yeah. Your show. What time is it? Your show. Yeah, time to talk some shit, yeah. Your show.
You've tuned in, yeah?
Yeah, fun Maggie. Bark, bark, wolf, wolf, move on to treat, yeah. Keep listening.
Welcome to the Wednesday edition of your show. My name is Gary. One of the good things about having the coughs and the sneezes and the watery eyes, besides waking up and look like you had a fight with Mike Tyson, only on this side though, it was kind of weird because this one was just leaking all night long. The voice, the sick voice, I guess you could say. I'm still saying it's not sick, it's allergies. But allergies, sickness, whatever it is, it's going around as it makes its way through your life and ours around here. You get that voice, you know. We were talking about the voiceover voice earlier. And I always like to go back to the NFL films voiceovers, but you could do like the movie trailers. In a world where sickness runs free, one studio tries to roll through anyway. That studio is the Dufferin Avenue Media Network. Happy Wednesday. I'm Gary. I am your host. My co-host today likes to live under the table, and we're going to head on over to her right now here, Phenom, if you want to flip it and send it on over to the Maggie Cam. That's Margaret. Watch this. If she's trying to sleep it off, we can wake her up. Ready? Hey, wake up. Yeah, there she is. Maggie Cam, as always, for our incredible friends over at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer. Natural, that's the word. Mike, Rochelle, Shar, as well as Kirsten and Chris are there to help you with whatever you need with your pets, I promise you. Pretty much everyone here at our studio goes there now, and they get, like Brixie takes her puppies, Link's such a sweet puppy, and Ziggy. They go there for washes, and we all get our food there, and they are so kind. We don't just go there because they support us, but we go there because they're the best in the biz of what they do. So all the love out to our friends at Pet Planet on 8th Street, your pet's natural grocer, as Margaret has. She was up all night, too. We haven't slept much around here as we try to power through whatever the hell it is that's going through. And probably a little bit of a shorter show today as we're just touching on some things as we go. Network Ryan, right before he went on air, said, make sure you turn it up really loud. It's always too quiet. It's always too quiet. So now we said we're going to crank it up as loud as possible and just ruin it the other way, just to piss off Network Ryan. And now we got somehow, looks like, who is that, Little John? Turn down for, I don't know. We got a really fun group chat here at the Dufferin Avenue Media Network. So we're going to try to make the levels hot so Network Ryan stops yelling at us through text. He's such a jabroni like that. Some shout-outs today. I'm supposed to give my man, Sales Guy Dave, a shout-out the last couple of days. I know he's been watching, and he's coming by this week at some point, and we're going to hang out and have a little chat. But Sales Guy Dave, I love you, miss you, buddy. Hopefully we'll get you in here soon. I promised him that we would talk more, so that's very exciting. The Saskatoon Food Bank and Learning Center. We've had a running tally now. Every time I use the word again as a crutch. So that time it wasn't as a crutch, it wasn't as an example, but I'm going to write it anyway. We are making a $10 donation to the citywide food drive with the Saskatoon Food Bank and Learning Center. So our running tally is now set at $130. $130 so far to be donated at the end of the month to the citywide food drive with the Saskatoon Food Bank and Learning Center. Lori O'Connor, our favorite bestie in the world, was here by Zoom on Monday. Tomorrow she's going to be right here in studio in this chair. It's going to be her and I just broing down. It's like, food banks, man, let's fill that thing up. And she's going to be like, yeah, let's do it. And then you're going to throw some food and some money in, and then we're going to make the world a better place. So tomorrow, kicking off the show, Lori O'Connor, the executive director of the Saskatoon Food Bank and Learning Center, will be in the house as we remind you of the importance of places like the Saskatoon Food Bank and Learning Center. There's a reason the citywide food drive is taking place right now, because all of the food and money that came in during the Christmas time and the big Christmas rush to help feed everyone over the holidays, that basically runs out right about now. So now we got to fire it back up and get everyone rolling and get that place up and running again and stockpiled full of food and all the other things they need to help. Again, that's the word, just help, to help people. And that's what we're all about here. So SaskatoonFoodBank.org is where you go to get signed up. And one of their big things is getting those big bins into your workplace. So you can sign up at SaskatoonFoodBank.org. And then once you're there, you can also make a monetary donation. They make it real easy there. It's a very easy to use website. So thank you again to our friends Deb and Errol and everyone over there. We love you guys, and keep doing what you are doing. You'll see this. Aquaman. Big shout out to Aquaman over here. Look at this swag. We're going to start giving away all this sweet stuff here as we continue to support the people that support us here. Aquaman, operations of licensed water treatment facilities in Alberta and Saskatchewan. It always goes back to the underwater drone inspections because that's super cool to me. I'm going to ask D-Rock if he can let me do an underwater drone inspection someday. I feel like it's like RC racing in the sewers. Be kind of cool. Kind of like Micro Machines with the boats. But that was in a bathtub. Either way, they do so many things, though, and so proud of them to have them on board. So Aquaman, hit them up if you have water needs. They are in Lloydminster, but again, they are all about $140 now. There's another one there. They are all about what we're all about and just making the world a better place. That's what we do. So thank you to our friends there. If you want to join the party, DufferinAve.com. Come on down. Oh, see, I got a little lower. It's a little lower on this camera. That is where you go. And when you go there, you say thank you to our good friend Royal Anders for creating one of the most incredible websites you've ever seen. And I honestly mean that because there's nothing popping up at you and pissing you off. You go there and you just scroll. It's the smoothest thing you've ever seen. And if you want to sign on to advertise with us, you can do it there. If you're a content creator looking for a place to promote your stuff, you can do that as well. As it's blowing my mind how many people are stepping up and saying we want to be a part of this, because you go into it thinking, oh yeah, everyone's going to want to do it, and then you realize, oh wait a minute, no one really wants to do it. And then once people realize what you're about, then they actually go all in, and that's sort of where we're at now. Once we've proven that we're legit and this is what we're all about, you head here, you join the team, and then we grow together. Okay, so advertisers, sponsors, content creators, whatever it is, head to the website, sign up. And let's keep rolling as we continue to make this world a better place by having fun, man. That's what we do here, just have a lot of fun. And speaking of that, I was going through a bunch of the older shows as I knew it was going to be a sick day today. And I was like, well, we got to play something sweet before we just go on and pay some bills and then head back to bed. And one that really stood out was my man Sea-Dog. If you know Callum at all, He came in here on a weekend, him and my man Benji, and we just sat down and talked about life. That was it. And when you sit down and talk about life with Sea-Dog, things get really, really exciting. So before we get to that, that's what we're gonna slowly get to. But I just realized there's something really big going on tonight, and I had it written right here, and I almost missed it. We got a guy here named Lil Brookman. We call him LB for short. He's the face that runs the place, the brain of the entire thing. Is that a new one? I think I just made one up. The brain of the entire thing. No, it just sounds sassy. But he literally built this whole place. He also has the voice of an angel. And that voice has been seen by many people, heard and experienced by thousands of people with the Fireside Singers. And he confirmed with me there are some tickets at the door here for you tonight at TCU Place. Tonight and tomorrow night. The Fireside Singers doing the Broadway Spectaculars, okay? And if you haven't had a chance to experience LB yet, we're going to roll a little clip of him crushing the singing, okay? And here's a little taste of what you get tonight at TCU Place with our man LB and my girl Megan and the rest of the Fireside Singers. Let's go ahead and hit that there, Phenom.
And the world will be better for this, that one man scorned and covered with scars still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable, the unreachable, the unreachable star.
man. That guy. That dude. He's been on this show numerous times. Literally built this entire operation, and he's out there just crushing it on the microphone. Who would have thought, hey? So beautiful. So, again, you can catch LB, check mark 140, going to the Saskatoon Food Bank and Learning Center. You can check out LB with the Fireside Singers tonight and tomorrow night at TCU Place. There are some tickets left. You can walk up, buy a ticket, and go watch and enjoy it. I know my mom's going to be going because my mom's been supporting Fireside forever. Shout out to, again, our friend Megan, who we love so much. It is such an incredible experience to be in front of that, really, and have that, you know, it's not just the voices, that have that experience of like professionals doing something that not many people can do and just blowing your mind. And he's one of us. I love supporting LB. So Fireside Singers, to all of our friends, have all the fun tonight and tomorrow, and be sure to get out and enjoy that. Okay, LB's ready. I asked him if he was going to poop his pants. He said no, but I didn't believe him. I think he gets a little nervous. We'll see. We'll ask him how it goes tomorrow. All right, now I'm going to lighten the mood a little bit with another replay of my man Sea-Dog. Again, former roommate of mine. This guy lives in PA now, and he grew up with 100,000 siblings, and a lot of them wrestlers, like really good wrestlers, and just an incredible family. And he's just one of those dudes that you can just sit down and talk to, and it's always entertaining. So we are going to play, again for you, a special weekend chat with our good buddy Sea-Dog. Go ahead and run that one, Fino. Welcome to the first ever edition of the Weekend Chronicles. As you can tell, I'm still in my outfit from yesterday. I haven't changed at all. Haven't even brushed my teeth yet, as it's mid-afternoon on the weekend, and I got a lovely phone call from the man to the left of me right now. I guess it would be on your right. I don't know how mirrors and cameras work. Anyway, this is my boy Sea-Dog right here. Give it up for Sea-Dog.
This is your left?
Oh, is that how you do it?
Well, I don't know. One's left, one's right.
Well, I feel like
Which
now
one
we're just
says the
shooting
L?
guns in the air. That's the L.
I wore
L.
this
There it is.
yesterday. And
Tell
these
me
pants.
more about this outfit, okay? Because I
Changed my underwear,
noticed.
changed my socks.
Lucky. Wish. Been busy. You saw the Young Guns as you were coming in. They were walking out.
Yeah.
They've been
They look
shooting a bunch of
fresh.
stuff in here. Yeah. So I was not allowed in this building until now. So it's like, oh, I'll go in there and clean up. And then you guys show up and like, well, now that you're here, star of so many social media videos that I love so much. I was like, man, we got to talk about what's going on. But first, again, the Canadian tuxedo.
I got like two cringeworthy social media videos.
Just two?
There's more. I've taken them off public.
Why?
They're private.
They're just too extreme.
Yeah, I think I try to.
You go hard, man.
Here's the thing.
Okay. You know it's good when he says, here's the thing.
When you're, 40 years old.
Don't forget to talk in this. I'm always
Okay.
being told. Just
Oh,
be
yeah,
aware.
yeah.
You don't worry. You talk to me, but just
so
be
you're
aware.
40
where it
years
is.
old and you want to get into like sports, but for
Can't
exercise.
Really, yeah, but you can't really do it because we're old and your bones don't work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's my thing. I like to do semi-extreme sports.
Extreme.
And like, when I'm talking to extreme, it's not extreme.
Extreme?
Would you consider cross-country skiing extreme?
Yes, I would.
Yeah, on the prairies.
Are you listening to Slayer when you do it? That's not. I actually know the soundtracks that you play over your videos, and they're not very heavy. So that's a good point. Okay. So you go cross country.
But you're
skiing.
always packing something, a little. You're trying
Peppy?
to find the speed, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I got you.
Here's the thing: there is hills out there, and there's crashes every once in a while.
Your
It
crashes
doesn't-
are so beautiful.
It does. I feel like this. It's hard to go fast on cross country skis because if you're not going fast enough,
you might as well be
it's
walking.
not fun.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
It's worse than walking. You might as well be walking with a piano on your back.
So, yeah, I'd say I wipe out quite a bit.
And that's the best part of the videos.
The worst wipeout I had this year was England Lake. There's like
boy.
1 week in the wintertime when there's actually like enough snow
Okay.
up north.
Yeah. That seems a little weird, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was strange.
Okay. One of those phenomenons I keep
Yeah,
hearing about. Yeah.
So I bump out to England Lake.
Is this and so before you get there, is this like a full road trip that you
This is like-
dedicate to this moment?
Oh yeah, this
Okay.
is like a Saturday.
Nice.
And you go up this hill to the lookout. It used to be like a fire watch lookout.
Make out point.
You can sleep over too.
All right, here we go. Now we're
4
cooking.
people can sleep. There's bunks there, man. You know,
Nice, I like that.
Yeah.
You got producer Benji in the house too, by the way.
It takes a while to get up, and then
No, it's not. There's no plug in it if you look at it.
the way down though is like a straight loop to loop to loop.
I know that. I know that feeling. I know where this is going because I recently got back into skiing a little bit, and if you don't carry that momentum, you're just pizza in the whole way. There's no French fry.
Well, man, you try to go pizza, but you can't because you're on like little twigs,
I guess.
cross country ski twigs.
Yeah, they don't go.
So I went off the.
This is a long
Exactly.
story.
There's like 1 week in the wintertime where you could go skiing.
He was talking to me. Well, that's another
yeah,
time.
yeah.
You get that. I want to know this.
Go
Yeah,
skiing?
don't worry about
Yeah.
that.
So I made it over the first like little hopper.
It's gotta feel good.
And yeah, I felt good.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty heavy guy.
No, you look great. Next comment was how good you look right now.
Okay, well thanks.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know.
So I carry a lot of momentum
That's it.
down a hill.
Yeah, like a
And then you
bowling
pop
ball.
up the other side, and I was just like,
That's it.
the way I crash is I just throw my body forward
Yes.
like this, and
It's
just
perfect
try
for
to
the camera
belly
every time.
flop.
Perfect for the camera, right? Like it makes great videos. I'll tell you that much. So you talk about the cross country skiing. Now, do you carry over that sort of idea of keeping momentum when you do your biking videos, your mountain bike videos?
Well, yeah. I also
Short
carry-
answer. A little bit of weight.
bit.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't like doing the jumps anymore.
That's why I didn't want to make a formal complaint, but like when you're getting this much air and you're acting like you're MJ, you know, throwing down
Yeah.
on like a 12-foot net, it's the funnest thing. 'Cause I'm like, yeah, I get behind it because like, that's what I would do, you know? And it's so fun and you amp them up and I'm just like, oh, I love this guy so much. And so in my head, I know that feeling of like you're like this high, but you feel like you're over here.
Oh, sure, and you're fast, right?
So
you're,
fast.
You're whipping fast.
Yeah.
Riding the brakes hard.
Here's the thing: you
I'm
never
pretty
want.
sure his bike doesn't have brakes. No brakes needed.
Don't grab the brakes. You
No.
want to feel like you got to grab the brakes. That's the last thing you want to do.
Might as well just put a
Panic and you
stick
grab
in
the
your
brakes,
spokes.
and then you just go over top.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's not
exactly.
good. So when you go on these things, like, would you ever be able to take a jabroni like me who sucks at all these things out there and have me somewhat be successful?
Sure. Yeah.
Are you that good of a coach? I feel like you are.
Well, I'll start you off on like some small stuff,
Okay.
like
what's-
rolling on skinnies. Just like
Okay.
you try to keep your bike like going straight across like a board.
How skinny? What's the skinniest you go? What are we talking?
Yeah, like about like that. That's
scary
kind of
for
skinny.
me.
Yeah.
And it's even scarier when you look down on both sides and it's just like nothing but trees and rocks and every single thing that's going to gash you.
Yeah.
But then you wear it like a badge of honor almost.
I wiped out on a skinny recently. So I went down to Florida,
Of
Disney
course.
World,
Yes.
family trip.
Right there.
Yeah,
I actually
yeah.
saw the pictures of that too. You guys, I love dressing up, the whole family dress up. I love that gimmick, by the way. Awesome. You know?
You got to get some sort of souvenir.
Well, yeah.
You know
But
what
I don't mean that. I mean like keeping everyone together. Like you all got
Oh.
the Mickey gear
Yeah,
while you're at
sure,
the Mickey
sure.
place. It's
Like
awesome.
though, I don't do the ears. My kids do the ears.
Ears are harder for dudes, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
They're harder to pull off.
Yeah.
But if you can do it, more power to you.
So I did one day. I took a break from the park.
Oh no.
We did 6 days in a row, man.
In the one
We did 5-day Disney, and then we did 1-day Universal Park hopper. And like, man, I got kind of rattled.
See, I
From
went
all that business.
Well, yeah.
So I took a
it's-
day off.
That place is extreme. Like I recently went to the California Adventure and the California Universal because I'd never been there. I've been to the Florida ones way back. The bottom line took us all there.
Yeah.
Had the big family
That's
trip,
where
stayed
we
at
went.
Sonesta. Yeah, it was awesome. Loved it there. But recently I had gone to this other one, and as an adult, I ain't out here. We say it all the time. We're not in the business of bringing anyone down, only in the business of bringing people up. One of my biggest anxiety triggers is human beings everywhere touching me all the time. It's like I go insane. And in those parks, man, it's almost like no one is even aware that there's anyone else there. People will walk right through you.
California, when we went last time, it was like you're in like a river of people.
Oh, it's
that
horrific.
Just like you're walking, and
Sheep.
you don't want to start
Sheep.
walking the other way because it's just like,
Yeah. How am I going to get back?
how are you going to go upstream?
And then you get lost, and then
Yeah.
you go and pay $20 for a lemonade, and then you pay $50 for a Mickey Mouse ice cream, and all of a sudden you don't have any more money, and you're trying to figure out what to do next.
But man, if you're Kids love it.
That's what it's all
Right.
about. That's the key. If you can
Kids
keep
love
that
it.
in mind, it's not about you. Remember that. If it's not about
Oh,
you,
for
then you
sure.
get through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like Universal Studios, that was awesome because we got the full ride pack. So we just went on all the rides all day. Like we did everything. And I'm not a ride guy, but I'm like, you know what? If we're paying this much money, I'm going to go on all the rides. So there was actually one, what was it? It was a roller coaster, but it was like sort of a mini one. I think it was the Mummy Returns coaster. And the lineup was all the way to the back. But if you had the speed pass, you'd just walk right through. And I looked at one person the first time I went, and I went through 4 times before he got on.
Oh.
I felt so bad for him. Like, sorry, dude.
It irks me, man, because we don't get the lightning pass or whatever the pass is.
If you're gonna do it, like, if you're doing 5 days, then you don't need it because you can take your time and you can go and you can do all that stuff. But when you only got 1 day to go, man, you got to go. You know.
I agree. I agree.
So you did it right. Don't feel bad.
I give these ones every once in a while to them.
Take your speed pass and kick rocks, bro. So, anyways, you need your day off from all that.
Yeah,
You're in the Everglades, or where are we talking here?
Yeah, just outside of Orlando.
Yes.
So I got a cuz down there that takes me riding,
Oh, that's so sweet.
and she's an awesome bike rider. Leanne.
Oh,
Yeah.
shout out to Leanne.
Yeah, Leanne. So she takes me riding, and I'm feeling pretty good. This is the first ride of this season.
Did you
I'm on
tell
a
her about
borrowed
your
bike.
previous experiences? Like you're pretty, you got some reps under you.
Yeah. I'm not like
You're not like me jumping out there, you know?
I'm learning.
Yeah,
I'm
you are.
learning at an older age
That's
how to
right.
try to keep up, right?
And did you? That's the question.
Yeah. So I go up on this tree, and it's like a skinny. So you go up on a bridge, get onto a tree, and then she says to me up on the tree, "Oh, at the end of it, it's a 3-foot drop down.
That seems
So
little.
or you can take the side, so you can bail out, right?"
Oh boy.
So I look over the bailout, and I'm like, I'm doing the bailout. And I turn too
Wuss.
fast, and my front tire drops. And I just, same move. Put my arms out,
Superman.
just belly flop.
Superman.
On the
Never made
just belly
money.
flop.
That's it. No
That's how
Superman.
you save yourself. And
belly
wear a
flopper.
helmet, man. Wear a helmet. If you're not
Always.
wearing a helmet, you're...
Do you wear any of the other stuff, the elbows or
I
the chest
should.
protection or
I
anything?
should.
If you're landing on your belly all the time, you should probably have a chest protector.
I'll
on.
have bruises. Like,
Yeah.
you land on your handlebars, you get a bruise.
Yeah, it's not going to feel good. So, but
Yeah,
doing
so I
that
try
on
to keep in
vacation.
shape like that.
See, and I can tell you another story about Florida. The bottom line, greatest dad in the universe. He was chasing us around the pool at the Sonesta hotels and broke his toe. He hit a patio lounger around the pool, broke his toe, like blew it up. It was awesome for us because we got to go, and this is before all the rich people took over and started hiring people to be in wheelchairs so they could skip all the lines.
Ah, yeah.
That's a whole other thing.
Bottom line, got to ride the wheelchair.
He was in the wheelchair because he couldn't walk because he broke his toe. Paid through the roof to get it fixed at the hospitals there, but every single line for the rest of the trip was
Yeah.
straight to the
Did
front.
the whole family get to go up?
Oh,
to
yeah.
the front of the
Well, we
line?
were with Dad. Yeah, of course. And again, it's all changed now. It's
Yeah.
all changed. But that was like the heyday
Yeah.
of the whole movie. I guess that's sort of what started the rich people paying people to be in wheelchairs, which was, again, absolute horrible karma. I hope they get what's coming to them.
I always, on those rides, I always wonder, like, why is the ride stopping? And I thought, wow, someone must be like mucking around, like maybe like using flash photography. And then I found out this time they're loading people up on to the, to these rides from wheelchairs or like,
Yeah.
people that need
Accessibility.
accessibility.
That's what we're all about.
And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I can wait
That's a good reason.
a couple moments here,
Absolutely.
enjoy myself on the ride.
we built
Get
this
that person on
studio.
there, man. Like,
Yeah.
give 'em an
Everyone
experience.
deserves to have that experience. We built this studio with accessibility in mind. We have a ramp that we push right up to the side there. We open the garage up. Anyone's welcome here. Wheelchair, crutches, anything in between. We got you. Very cool. So before we call it a day and get back to our drinky poos here, you were saying that there was some brewing that may be going on with your dad. Is that what it was? He's going to try to make some beers?
yeah.
I just wanted to ask you if
Yeah.
you remember back in our smoking, chewing, drinking, brewing days,
Ooh, yeah.
living at the Sutner Concrete Services house on Taylor there, when we tried to make wine in your bedroom and it turned into potato vodka and we sold it at parties and it was like the strongest liquor we've ever had. Do you have any tips for anybody trying to make their own liquor?
Tips?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know about.
You have a lot more
I got
experience
no
than I do.
tips, man. I got no tips, but I remember those days. Like we're young guys trying to
Just trying to make it.
Just trying to make it happen, right?
Yeah, that was us.
Yeah.
And so
Potato wine. I don't know how that happened though.
it was so strong. We'd walk around at parties.
That's the
and pour a
problem with
shot,
the
and people,
home brew. You don't know how strong it's going to
You
be.
never know what's going to come out. Yeah.
And I thought we were making wine.
Boy, was that a great turn of events for us, wasn't it?
Yeah.
For a while, the hangovers were vicious.
But I think, the Saskatchewan craft breweries out here are awesome.
Yes. Any you want to shout out? Any that you think? Hold on.
okay,
Are there any that you
okay.
think should join as an advertiser with this incredible movement we got going on here, making the world a better place? What's your favorite ones?
My favorites?
Yes.
In Saskatchewan?
Yes. Get it right into the mic too. Yeah. Shout them
My
out.
favorite's Blackbridge from Swift Current.
And do you know anybody there? Any contacts?
No.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll work on one because you got a fan here. Blackbridge?
Yeah. That's my favorite in Saskatchewan.
Maybe they
I like
could be-
Paddockwood.
Yeah, everyone loves
Saskatoon,
Paddockwood. We're talking there.
OG craft brewery, in my opinion, from Saskatoon.
Love it.
Yeah.
And we love all of them. Again, we love everyone.
Speaking of
them.
home brew, they make home package, like the malt packs.
Yeah, so you can
like,
literally
buy
make it
at-
home.
Yeah, and you
buy
take
it
it
there
home
and
and
take it home,
make
make it. Yeah, which
Yeah.
is super cool as well. I love that. Sea Dog?
We would probably not have made potato wine if we had that kit.
That's what I'm saying. It would have been too hard to mess it up.
Yeah, exactly.
His name is Sea Dog. We love you. Thank you for joining the show here today. And
Hey, enjoyed it.
man, you did so great, and I'm so proud of you. And I hope we get you back on here again very soon.
For sure. Great to come back to Saskatoon.
There really is something to be said about puff pieces, eh? I don't care what anybody says. If you can just sit down and have a passionate conversation, I say it all the time. It could be about like watching paint dry. If you're passionate about it, I'm paying attention. I'm watching. I'm listening. It's love passion. I do so passionate about so many things. So shout out again to Sea Dog for that nice little sit down that we had not too long ago. He said we're gonna have another one here soon. So we're gonna have part 2 with the Sea Dog, which will be quite fun. As we continue making our way through this Hump Day Wednesday, hope you're surviving out there. A lot of people going through a lot of stuff as sicknesses and allergies and all that stuff makes its way through, including what I thought was once indestructible damn studios. Apparently, a little bit got in here, but I'm not a big I've never really had allergies until the last couple years. Now they just come on. It's impossible. You're just always watering, and you can't breathe, and then you can't talk. And then if you get paid and your job is to talk and breathe, then you're in big trouble. But yet here we are powering through. So we talked about that again tonight. 140. Food Bank. No, that's 150 now. Food Bank. Getting that donation keeps growing. I'm going to start a new one here. 150 for the Food Bank. Again, 160. Every time we say it and use that word again as a crutch, $10 donation to the Saskatoon Food Bank and Learning Center citywide food drive for the entire month of May. We now sit at $160 so far. We're going to have a nice donation for the Food Bank and Learning Center by the end of this one. Executive Director Laurie O'Connor, best friend of ours and best friend of this show, will be in studio right here, right in this chair, right beside me. Just a couple bros, broing down. And we'll continue to remind you about all the important things that are needed for the Saskatoon Food Bank and Learning Center. In the meantime, you can head to saskatoonfoodbank.org. And there you can sign up for one of those barrels. They'll drop off at your office, and you can fill that thing right up full of food, or you can make a monetary donation as well if that is something you want to do, as the demand is very, very high again, as all of that leftover from the holiday season is basically running out. So we will talk to her tomorrow as well. Matt Young, the great Matt Young from CTV will be stopping by. He's bringing a couple things this time, too, which I'm very excited about. Apparently there is some fashion that will be going on, along with some video game modding and all the other cool things that happen every time the great Matt Young from CTV stops by. So they will be on the show tomorrow. Again, Sales Guy Dave's coming by sometime. Not really sure, but hello to him again, as we love him, miss him very, very dearly. NHL playoffs. Yeah, only one game tonight. Just one game. And it is not the Boston one. It's not the Oilers one. And it's not the New York Rangers one. So it's the other one of the last four. So we got that game going on tonight if you're a Dallas fan. Yeah, Dallas looking to wrap it up. We'll see how that goes. If you're looking to watch some baseball tonight, I highly recommend going to watch the Rhinos if they get a game in. as the Blue Jays wrapped up their series with the Orioles earlier this morning. And if you are going to PVR it, or you did PVR it and you're going to watch when you get home, we're not going to spoil it for you. It's a Blue Jays game. That's all we'll say. Give you every single thing you get in every single Blue Jays game. It's wild. So they got another series coming up, but we will not ruin that for you. What do you think, Phenom? Anything else we're missing here before we call her a shortened sick day today? You know anything going on? I love you, dude. We got the best producers in the world. I want to do a very big thank you to everybody involved with this team. As a Network Ryan, he's probably packing up his Barbie-themed suitcase, ready to hit the road as he heads to the CCO party that is the Magic the Gathering Comic-Con. I don't know the exact name. He was explaining it on Monday. But they're going, man. Uncle Brando's already there. He flew out today. We'll check in with him either tomorrow or Friday from the Comic-Con floor of this huge event going on in Vancouver, as our brothers in arms with the CCO Magic the Gathering podcast are setting up shop out in Vancouver and representing not just themselves, but the Dufferin Avenue Media Network, as well as we are joined at the hip. So to all of our boys there, have all the fun out there. Say hi to Rusty Trum Jones for us and all the other cool named dudes that are part of the CCO Nation, as they get ready to go and represent over on the West Coast there. I'm trying to get him to go to a hockey game too and do some streaking or do something funny, but I don't know. He says that streak, there's not much point to it for him because he won't see anything. Can relate to that. I get it, but still it might be kind of fun. All right, what do you say we get Frankie's fingers out here and see what we can do? Von Trask, by the way, his grandpa. He's from 9/11 Turbo. He did that incredible intro. He made the song, the Yeah Show, all that stuff. That's the Magic Man right there. Him and the Abyss, a.k.a. my best friend in the world, Amory, who did the original theme song for Colin Gary's Super Awesome Podcast, which started this whole thing 14, 15 years ago. They're both coming over this Friday night. So we'll see you boys as the sound booth is about to be up and running. And we may or may not be putting out an album. By may or may not, I mean we may be, as in we will be, with some incredible musicians. So looking forward to that this weekend and everything else that's going on. Phenom, you killed it today, buddy. Thank you for carrying the ship as we continue to power through this. And tomorrow we'll be back at it again. One more for the food bank. 170. That's awesome. Citywide food drive going on. Laurie O'Connor, executive director, will be by to start the show as well. We'll check in with Uncle Brando over on the West Coast and so much more like we always do. Until that point, you have an amazing rest of your hump day. I'm going to rest up. We're going to get better. And then tomorrow's going to be an awesome show. So I'll miss you until then. Remember to be kind to each other, right? Karma's very, very real. So, start thinking about other people before yourself, and the world will be a better place. It's very easy, and it's what we're all about here. You take care. We'll miss you until then. Have a great night. I can't believe we did.